name is Lori with Uplift Parenting, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to utilize a woven wrap and a front wrap cross carry. I'm going to be using a Natibaby size 5 wrap, and I begin by just kind of spreading that fabric all the way out. I'm going to find my middle marker, which is right here. I'm going to place that against my chest. I'm going to find that top edge or rail and bring my thumbs along that top edge. It's coming under my arm and then up and over my opposite shoulder. And I like to gather it all up. It just makes it easier for me to kind of contain everything. Same with this right here. There we go. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to follow that top edge all the way out, giving myself a little bit of slack there. And coming under my arm, and I'll show you the back view this time. It's coming under my arm here, around my back, and over my opposite shoulder. There we go. And see that I have a bunch of slack there, so I'll bring it up. And I mentioned slack, so I'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit right now. Woven wraps tend to have a little bit of slack, and I like to work out some of it before I add baby in. So I try to keep this pretty well flat and make sure that it's spread across my back pretty evenly, because that's going to help distribute the weight, and up and over my shoulders. All right, once I have my fabric gathered, and this is pretty snug here, I am going to be getting ready for baby. I want this bottom a little bit tighter, so I'm going to come out here to the edge of my wrap, which will correspond with the bottom. You can see when I pull this side, it tightens over here. I'm going to do the same thing over here, so go ahead and watch right here. Pull, whoop, there we go. Got that a little bit tighter, because the only thing coming out this bottom here is going to be baby's legs. All right, once I am in this position, I am ready to add baby. I'm going to lift baby up, supporting their head and neck. I like to reach under this fabric, find baby's ankles, and guide them down into the wrap. There we go. And you can see that sometimes the fabric gets bunched up here. I want to make sure that I'm pulling some of that fabric through, so there is not a lot of fabric caught and bunched behind their knees like that. All right, I want to spread it across the whole wrap here. And I brought that top edge up to the nape of baby's neck, the bottom of their ear. There we go. And we just want just a little bit of fabric right here on the bottom between us and baby. And you want that fabric down here to go from their knee to their knee. And I reach underneath their knee just a little bit and tuck that through, just like that. There we go. Now is where I make sure that baby is in the correct position, which is right up here by my collarbone. And now I'm going to go ahead and actually tighten the wrap through. So I'm going to start with this top edge here, because this was the loosest. And I like to grab up on my chin, and I reach back and I pull. And so when I do that, you see the fabric coming through here to this other side. And I like to pull back and diagonally so that I'm not pulling it up into my armpit. There we go. I'm going to hold that I did right there, all of that slack that I pulled out. Now I'm going to do the same with that middle part of the wrap, just kind of easing it up, and you can see it coming over. And gather it up in that hand. And last but not least is this little bit of wing here. You can see that it's still spread across my back. I'm going to go ahead and pull that slack out. And now I have it nice and snug on this side. Once I've done that, I'm going to tuck that between my knees to hold it into place. And I'm going to go ahead and work on this side now. In the same process. So starting at my chin for this top edge, I'm going to reach it back and pull. And you'll feel this tighten back here. Again, holding that. Now I'm going to do the same with that center. I'm just going to grab in here. And like I said, I like to do a little shrug to kind of work that out. And hand it over to my hand. And once again, back here, I'm going to pull that last little bit of slack out. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. There we go. And now I have it nice and snug. I'm holding tension on it so that baby is supported. If I let go of this, then baby wouldn't be supported. So always make sure you're always holding tension on these. If you feel like you still need to tighten it up a little bit more, you can walk your hands up a little bit and do a little cheerleader pull, a little Y pull, snug everything else up. And this is coming under baby's legs, like this. We're gonna cross that fabric over, and then it's gonna come under baby's legs right here and go back around and do a nice snug double knot right there. There we go. All right. If you live not in Texas like I do, you can always spread these across baby's body for some extra warmth. That would look like this. I am in Texas, do not need to do that. There we go. So baby is nice and snug. Their body is supported in a natural position. I can easily kiss the top of their forehead. I'm always able to see their face, specifically their nose and mouth, and we are ready to go. Baby's little knees, your babies, if they're newborn, it's gonna be really tight up like this. If they're a little bit bigger, spreading around your body is totally fine. Okay, that's it. That is a front wrap cross carry with a woven wrap.